very changeable weather Christmas period, and that theme is going to continue through the rest of 2003 and into 2004. And like Christmas Day, the last 24 hours have been very wet indeed in parts of South East England and the Channel Islands. We saw close to 50 millimetres on the Sussex coast. That's nearly 2 inches of rain. And not surprisingly, we have got 6 flood warnings out in eastern Sussex and also 1 in the Isle of Wight. Now, if you're at all concerned, then please use the floodline number 0845 988 1188. Now, today, cold and wintry weather has been making the news over northern Scotland. We're going to continue to see some sleet and snow here, particularly over the higher ground. We will see several centimetres falling, and in those strong winds coming in from the Arctic, it's certainly going to blow around and give us some blizzard conditions with atrocious travelling conditions, especially over the higher routes. Now, those snow showers continuing across northern Scotland for the rest of the day. Elsewhere, we'll see some drier skies, also a little bit of brightness coming through and just 1 or 2 blustery wintry showers around. But it's certainly going to feel bitterly cold everywhere. Only 2 or 3 degrees at best over northern Scotland. Not much better further south, only around 4 to 6 degrees at best. Now, tonight, away from the far south and southwest, once again we'll see a hard frost. Temperatures as low as -4, even -6 over Highland Scotland, and that'll give us some ice on untreated roads. Now, the reason we're going to escape the frost in the far south and southwest is an area of cloud and rain coming in by the end of the night across southern and central Wales and southern England. But there is a catch. As it reaches that colder air, we could see the risk of some sleet and snow, perhaps a couple of centimetres, more especially over the higher ground of northern parts of southern England, for example, the Cotswolds and the Chilterns, also the southern Midlands, East Anglia, and also southern and central Wales. And of course, it will lead to some poor travelling conditions. Now, in the morning, to the far south of that, along the English Channel coast, it'll be very wet and windy. To the north, like today, it will be bright and cold, but we'll still see some wintry showers, especially across northern Scotland, those continuing in the afternoon. But the brighter skies across the rest of Scotland, Northern Ireland and parts of northern England, edging into parts of Wales. Still a chance of a little bit of sleet and snow over the moors of northern parts of southern England up and towards East Anglia. In the far southeast, it's going to be very wet and windy indeed. Whatever the weather tomorrow, it's going to be another bitterly cold December day. Temperatures typically 3 to 5 degrees. Now, tomorrow night, we see that rain, sleet and snow edging away from eastern England. Behind it, a legacy of ice and hard frost with 1 or 2